Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home-field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Guys?
Okay, Holly. So Miami's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Turning it on!
Let's talk about Alabama. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year, so you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of...
Got a lot of room to the right. He's inside the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
On the move. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Looking for room. It's Hill. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the plays. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Coleman. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line. The handoff. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Keelan Russell still looking to his right. Into the end zone, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They're on the board first here in the season opener. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Karapateas. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right... Takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Tide ready to roll on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret.
Makes the grab on the big throw. He's into the open down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
Well, it's a great job by the defense, forcing the fumble. They were hoping they'd jump on it for a touchdown. The offense got there first, but it's a safety and a great play defensively.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. There he goes. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Russell. They're working that left side. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back, it's Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's dropped after taking the hit. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Rush right in his face. Got the back over the middle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Russell on play action. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Sees some running room. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so...
What up, bro? What up?
Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Sets his feet. It's Russell. Going to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. As we take a look at the stats, both teams putting up numbers. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He's looking to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Hauls it in down the sideline. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field.
He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Miami. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the the season.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Hauls in the deep ball. Right down the gut of the field. All the way. Touchdown, Bama.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Keelan Russell. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're playing.
Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Shakes off the defender. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy
found a seam on the left. The 30. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Continues to fight for yards. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback changing the play. Russell. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They'll need a bunch on second down. To throw, it's Russell. Escapes the pressure going right. He's not afraid to go deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Oh, spin move. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
From the gun, it's Chroma.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Right side, it's Chroma. Just ran over it. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth. Needs it. Hard running there. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, fourth down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Throwing Russell. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Unleashes one. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Buying a little time to his left. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Fourth down, Russell. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
It's complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Bringing it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Keelan Russell. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Russell. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Extending the play. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Again, it's Russell. On the move. He throws one to the left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Sends it back in motion. Russell. Going to try to get it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Sells the run, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Wilson. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The play fake. Rush is on. He lofts one down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors.
I said, I don't even know for real. I just know niggas quit in the third.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the number 16 team, the Virginia Cavaliers.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
And it's Rice looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Makes the grab.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Throwing Russell. Under pressure. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Left side is Rodgers. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Alabama pushing the tempo.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in.
Throws toward the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw one first. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
quick give. It's Raymond. He's got enough. Smashes through the tackle. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Miami. He would not be denied.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did